Sonic's Shadow Generations is a fun platforming adventure that sees Sonic and Shadow racing through temporal anomalies based on their shared and separate adventures in both 2D and 3D. The game unfolds in two campaigns, one for Sonic, which is just a remastered version of the original plot-light Sonic Generations campaign from 2011, and one for Shadow, which is entirely new and considerably more plot-heavy. I spent about 14 hours in Sonic X Shadow Generations. That included a fair bit of replaying levels and challenges as well as exploring the white space. I enjoyed both a lot, but Shadow's campaign ended up being my favorite of the two. The main differentiating factors between the campaigns is how they handle the white space. For Sonic, the white space is a two-dimensional but vertically scalable dimension that Sonic can explore to find Chaos Emeralds, level challenge doors, and optional boss challenges. Meanwhile, Shadow's white space is entirely in 3D, being littered with several collectibles, enemies, and overworld challenges to complete with Shadow's new abilities. Shadow's white space is the only location in either campaign where the camera is entirely under the player's control. Sonic has some new abilities of his own, initially having the ability to slide, boost, and wall jump like Shadow, but also having optional skills available from a skill shop in the white space. The abilities in Sonic's campaign, while sometimes very useful, never felt necessary to completing the game and were totally optional. Each of Shadow's abilities, by contrast, are requirements for some levels and boss fights, and even when they are not necessary, they can sometimes open up alternate paths and familiar levels. Both campaigns were very stable when I played them, though I was a bit disappointed that my average frame rate was around 30 FPS on PC. Shadow Generations is a clear improvement from the original Sonic Generations in terms of controls and design. Collectibles are much less of a headache to locate, with 3 chest keys located in each level, which are almost always found along alternate level paths. Shadow is both more precisely tuned to the controls and more interesting to play as, with his new Doom powers, as well as his classic Chaos Control and Chaos Spear. In addition, his white space has been changed into a fun hub world to traverse, explore, and unlock. The mandatory and optional level challenges are also much better designed as well. My main gripes with this title lie in its performance and in its camera control. A 30 FPS average in a platformer emphasizing speed is frankly ironic. I was also not a fan of the lock camera angles in the 3D levels in both campaigns. While exploration is less emphasized in Sonic's campaign, both do feature plenty of alternative pathways and exploring. Appreciating this sort of level design is really discouraged by the lock camera feature. The free camera was already implemented in the Shadow's white space, so it boggled my mind to see that it was not enabled in his 3D platforming mission. Overall, I had a great time with Sonic X Shadow Generations and fully recommend that you buy this title if you're looking for a fun platformer to play and pass the time with. This game made me unconditionally happy at times, and I hope it'll do the same for you. I've been Wolf with Honor Bound Gaming, and thanks for watching this quick scope review.